That's it. Training camp is officially over. What's up, Fin fans? I know you're like, hey, why another phone video and why did your hair look crazy? Well, that's because I sleep hard and because I'm trying to get this video. I want to get these videos out to you in a timely manner, and right now I'm somewhere where I need to just record this for you guys, so that's why the white background. But don't worry, season starts. I have a ton of things planned. We're gonna bring the backdrop back, the dolphin flag you guys liked. I'm telling you, I got a lot of things planned. But let's get into some pre-notes before we get into what happened at training camp. So one thing, Zach Thomas was at camp today. Pretty good if you ask me. So if you remember, Gabe Wright yesterday was the one who got into the altercation with Kenyon Drake. Well, he is cut. You don't blindside hit our starting running back and don't have any repercussions. So he was a bottom tier defensive tackle, bottom tier defensive lineman, and now he is gone. You don't do that, so that's what happens. Balaj and Gray are in concussion protocol. They are not going to be playing Friday. Hopefully they get out of that soon. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But think about it. Balaj is in concussion protocol. We have Kenyon Drake and Frank Gore, who will barely play on Friday like they did on Thursday. And then who do we have behind them? We have Sonoris Perry. We have some other running backs. But now you see why they signed Langford. They wanted more depth at that running back position, especially for preseason. And then no Stills, Phillips, Parker, Brendel, and Hayes. Apparently Parker broke his finger, and they're saying he'll be out for a while. That's how I feel about DeVante Parker. It's just... But now let's get started into the actual training camps. And McCain, Bobby McCain got banged up, came off field, then went right back on. So I don't even know why I said that. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Great coverage by Kiko Alonso and Mike Gesicki. McCain's on boundary again, which means Fitz is in the slot. So you guys will like that. McCain breaks up a pass to Albert Wilson. Gore fucking loves running behind Sitton. That's his dude. That's who he loves to run behind. Tannehill to Grant over the middle. Grant was his second option, so it's good that Tannehill is scanning the field instead of staring down his friggin' receivers. Gesicki with a nice block on a play action. He's getting better, guys. He's really getting better. Second team corners, McTyer and Tankersley with Jalen Davis in the slot and Smith and Ankins at safeties. Pittman sacks fails. Quinn sacks Tannehill. That was more of a coverage sack because Tannehill was Mika Fitzpatrick was covering Amendola, blanking his ass. Lippett is with the fourth team corners, so that tells you where Lippett's at. Tannehill with a nice 10-yard pass to Gesicki. They're really coming together. Osweiler to Derby, and then Osweiler incomplete. Or with a 4 to 5 yard run, getting better. The offense is getting better at the no huddle. So the more they're doing it, the better they're getting, which is good. Keep it up. I like no huddles when the time it comes. Left side of O-line completely collapses. Sacks Tannehill, had no time to throw the ball away. Derby with a nice block, then release, and he gets a nice catch. So far, so good with this last day of training camp. Coverage forces Tannehill to scramble for about 5 or 6 yards. It's not too bad. No pre-snap penalties so far. Again, it's getting better. Fails with a 25-yard pass to Scott on the run. Like I said, it's getting pretty good. Gesicki, nice block on Woodyard. Gesicki's getting better at blocking, guys. I told you it's only going to take a matter of time. Asiata and Hilliard with a nice block to let running back Radcliffe break one off. Asiata seems to be taking that backup guard position. Petty to Ausu for a first down. And then finally, Bryce Petty with a nice scramble to get into the red zone. That was the last day of training camp. It was nice. No fights, no pre-snap penalties, no injuries. But yeah, now I'm going to get to... Drake had something to say about Gabe Wright's cut, and then I'm going to get to Gase. So they essentially asked Kenyon Drake what he thought about Gabe Wright getting cut. And he said, "It is what it is. It's a very understandable situation. I wish the best for him," Kenyon Drake said. If Gabe Wright getting cut for hiring. You always got to have your teammates' best interests in mind, essentially meaning don't blindside me, dude. We got to stay healthy, and it's not like one person after after each other. And then Adam Gase had some things to say. He said ending training camp is no big deal. They just get to go home. They stay home. They don't stay in a hotel or in a dorm or something. That's the only difference between the end of training camp and what they're going to be doing. Getting an identity, he said that that's what the next couple of weeks are for. See who the starters are, who the role makers are. On Gabe Wright, he says it is what it is. It was time to move on. He made a stupid decision, and he's paying for it. He said all the quarterbacks will play on Friday. All 4 of them. Tannehill will probably do another series, maybe 2 series, depending how the first series goes. But yeah, that's how it is. He said that Tannehill's in the 3rd year with this offense, so he's on a completely different level, completely different comfort. So he should be playing better and doing better. He said Kenyon Drake has a clear understanding what they need from him. He loves his passion and everything, but he cannot. But they need him, so he can't do anything stupid. He can't get suspended. He can't throw his helmet. He can't do that stuff because the Dolphins need him. He understands that. He said he's impressed with the rookies. He said they're football-oriented, and they're learning fast, and they are going to make a lot of impact and help the team. And then finally, he said Parker's week to week. Like I said, he broke his right middle finger. That dude is always getting injured, Parker. But now let's get to your guys' comment of the day. So this comment comes from Jimmy, and he asks me, to me, it sounds like Lippett will get cut this season. What do you think, or your thoughts? It seems like the Dolphins are not comfortable with the cornerback position at all, because they're trying to avidly get one in free agency or trade for one. So it just really seems like they're not comfortable at all with the cornerback position. A lot of times, we thought that the reason that they were interchanging McTyer, Lippett, and Tankersley is because they can't decide who's playing better. But apparently it's because they don't like how either one of them is playing. So we will see. Will Lippett get cut? I don't think so. I know the Dolphins like to carry about 5 corners on the team because of injuries and stuff like that. So I don't think Lippett will get cut, but it all depends on who they sign or who they trade for or whatever. But yeah, I don't think Lippett will get cut. But yeah, that's the video. That's the last training camp video, guys. Now it's just, updates. I'm going to be doing picks. Obviously, that's not till week 1, but I'm going to redo the schedule picks. I'm going to do that the Tuesday or Wednesday before the season starts. Then I think the Wednesday before the season starts, I'm going to pick the week. Don't forget that the draft for fantasy for the guys that are in the league is September 2nd at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, guys. Also, I sent out most of the emails. I need to send out some more. Check your email, sign in. I know League 1, I sent out all the emails, so if you guys are in League 1 and you know you're in League 1, check your emails, please. I've sent them out. Again, if you guys don't friggin' accept your emails, then I'm gonna have to replace you guys, but I hope not, because everyone got me their emails, so I sent them out. Like the video, just because it's last training camp. It's nostalgic. That's it. We're done. Again, like I said, I'll be making other videos, but training camp videos are done. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Ton of football stuff coming, not only for the Dolphins, but for all NFL teams. I'm looking forward to the season coming. Follow me on Twitter. Tweet out a ton of things. I tweet out everything I know from the Dolphins. I tweet out everything that I like and I think is funny. So follow me on Twitter. I always put it right here. Also, follow my second channel, The Bit Boys. It would mean the world to me if you guys would go check it out. I know you guys want me to play Madden. We did a little bit of Madden. I'm going to do more, but check it out just for the other stuff, because that's predominantly what we do. Resident Evil, any video game you guys want us to play, we'll play it. So check that out. I really would appreciate the support. But other than that, you guys will get a reaction video on Friday. I'm not going to live stream it just because I have to be doing stuff before and after, so I won't have a chance to live stream it. I'm debating whether I'm going to live stream the Ravens game, the 3rd preseason game. Let me know below if you guys want me to live stream the Ravens game. And again, guys, by live streaming, I don't mean you'll watch the game with me. Like, I'm not showing the game and I'm not playing the sound of the game. Don't ask, because it will get shut down. Live streaming, essentially, if you were there last Thursday, you're just hanging out. It's fun. We had like 100-something people in the room. We were all just hanging out, having a blast. So, yeah, that's the updates for now. Other than that, I will see you guys Friday with my recap of the Dolphins Panthers game. I'll do a pre-game to what we should look for. But other than that, I'll see you guys Friday. Fins up. Dolphin fans, day, I think it's 12. Some people think it's 13. It could be 14. It could be 2,000. But hey, what do I know? Short camp today. Thunderstorms put them in the dome, and then it was short, real short. No Stills, no Parker, no Hull, no Brendel, no Hayes, no